Ladies and gentlemen, my sincerest apologies for the wait. Thank you for gathering here on the eve of the highly anticipated ball to bear witness to the Academy-wide dance competition. Welcome to the White Heron Cup. The competition will be judged by me, your humble servant, Alois Rangel, and also the acclaimed former songstress of the Mittelfrank Opera Company, Manuela Casagranda.
Yes, thank you. Oh, and it should go without saying, but I swear to show no bias to my own house. Got it? Good.
Last but not least, the glamorous assassin who does all of her dancing in the dead of night, Shamir Navrand. The three of us swear on our honor to judge the following proceedings with utmost impartiality and fairness. And with that, will the representatives of each house please make their way to the stage? Contestants, are you ready to dance? And is the band prepared to play? Very well. Begin! Time! That's all, folks! Splendid! All three of you were fantastic! Now, let's hear what the judges have to say.
Oh my, let's see. I suppose I have no choice but to vote for the Blue Lion House. Your performance was exhilarating. My heart is still beating a mile a minute.
I vote for Golden Deer House.
Mist.
Can't say why.
Das liegt bestimmt an derselben Haarfarbe und der ähnlichen Augenfarbe.
Great feedback, both of you. Well then, let's see. Factoring in my own humble opinion, yes, we have a winner. And I will announce who it is right now, without any delay. The winner of this year's White Heron Cup is
Red Henne!
the Blue
Wir haben gewonnen!
House.
Plain ist die Beste.
Have I prevailed? Oh, most glorious! My practice was not in vain.
Once more, please give a big round of applause for our talented participants.
Easy win. Du hast den Pokal des Weißen Reihers gewonnen. Flane steht jetzt die Charakterklasse Tänzerin offen. Aha. Kampftechnik, Schwerttanz sowie Fertigkeit Schwert. Was ausweichen? Plus 20 erlernen. Da hat noch wer Geburtstag. Dimitri. Ja, hi. Was geht?
I apologize for the wait.
Yep. Hier, Tee. Also was auch immer das da in der Mitte auf den Tellern ist, ich will es haben.
So it is.
Hier ist jetzt aber Fisch im Teich.
So it is.
Raumziele, fesselndes Gespräch.
So it is.
Danke für alles, das Kloster erkunden Veränderungen. Danke?
Ah,
Haha, danke ist immer gut.
so it
Jemand
is.
jemand Bewundernswertes, perfekte Rezepte zusammenarbeiten.
Ah,
Ha.
I do my training, and then care for my swords and spears, and then the day is over before I know it.
Wow. Das ist ja ganz
I
toll.
think not. Thank you for the treat. I had a wonderful time. I would love to do this again, if that is acceptable to you.
Ist okay, ja.
We didn't do too bad, did we?
Ja, war okay. Kann man. Ja, ist okay.
I'm getting much better.
Ja, ja, das wirst du.
I appreciate your effort.
So, der Pokal des Weißen Reihers war offenbar ein großer Erfolg. Jetzt können wir uns auf den freuen. Viel Spaß. Der Pokal des Weißen Reihers wird am Anfang. Ja, okay. Das da. Ach, das ist Assassine. Nee. Ach, hier. Okay. Dimitri kann ich. Den hier könnte. Mal. Festungsritter. Das ist ja nur Ritter. Komm, wie wär's? Noch eine fettere Rüstung.
I passed.
Ja. Ach, blöd. Ja. Wer ist das Söldner? Er rennt eh nur mit dem Schwert rum, ne? Komm, du bist jetzt Schwertmeister. Easy. Standen.
Easy.
Yep. So. Dimitri kann ich nichts lernen? Nö, nur komischen Ritter da unten. Nö. Ash kann auch nicht. Oh, hey, was sehe ich denn da? Vortrefflicher Ritter, hohe Stärke und Verteidigung sowie Resistenz, kann sich nach einer Kampfhandlung erneut bewegen. Rittmeister. Hier, tu es.
Huh, okay. No big deal, really.
Mhm. Und wechseln. Das kann nicht. Oh, Annette. Tell me more. Was ist das? Hexer. Ja. Machen wir mal. Typische Hexerausbildung. Kennt man ja. Kann jetzt mit Schwertern umgehen. Monster töten.
It's all thanks to hard work.
Ingrid kann ich. Auch nicht. Bin Anna. Ja, was habe ich denn eigentlich aktuell für eine Klasse? Ich bin Dieb. Ja. Ach komm, probieren wir es mal. Easy. Wird schon schief gehen. Ja, wird schon schief gehen.
I'm not setting a very good example.
Ja. Gut. Ich glaube, mehr können wir nicht machen. So. Wieder. Nicht verlieren. Da sind noch viele Leute dabei. Machen wir mal. Ja. Manuela, hau raus.
I've got it.
Uhu.
This is the only ball of the year, and I see why. Everyone is absurdly excited.
Your Highness, you sound so detached. We are all encouraged to enjoy the ball tomorrow.
Right you are. What a burden.
I never thought we'd see eye to eye, but I agree. I'd rather be swinging my blade than wasting my time with some girl at a ball.
Felix, Your Highness, you must be joking, right? This is our chance to dance with all of the ladies of the Academy to our heart's content.
Das war klar.
You wish to throw away the best day of the whole year for sword practice? Insanity, I tell you.
I'm pretty excited about the ball myself. It's not like we get to do things like this very often.
Too true, Ash. In fact, I'm going to do you a favor and give you a crash course in chatting up girls. By tomorrow, you'll be an expert.
Actually, I'd much prefer if someone could just teach me how to dance.
Don't worry about the dancing part. I can teach you that easy. It's time for the ball. That warrants at least a tiny bit of makeup, don't you think, Ingrid? Just a smidge.
Wie sie Ingrid die ganze Zeit schminken will.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
It's settled. Tomorrow morning we'll meet up in Ingrid's room. Ooh, I can't wait!
You know, there's no telling where life will take us after we leave here. If only we could find a way to come together again, just like this.
A fine notion, Your Highness. Perhaps 5 years from now?
5 years from now. Ah, that's when Garrigmach Monastery will be holding its Millennium Festival.
By then, we'll be addressing Your Highness as Your Majesty instead.
That's right. I suppose we all know it's coming, but by then you'll be far removed from us.
Come now, you know me better than that. My title may change, but I won't.
Titulos, hey, wie geht's dir? Ich wollte was trinken, mein Glas ist leer.
And it won't just be me, you know. 5 years from now, you'll all have your own stuffy positions to contend with. But as I understand it, the festivities at the Millennium Festival will be of a scale far beyond anything we've yet seen. In other words, the perfect excuse for all of us to return here.
Ooh, a reunion? That sounds fun! I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I'd love for you to be there as well, Professor. After all, you're the heart of the Blue Lion House.
Wer ich? Ich dachte, ich bin das Hirn. Mittwoch Klausur, ansonsten gut. Oh, du schaffst das. Schon mal viel Erfolg. Ja, viel Glück. Ja, ich komme, natürlich, ja.
Good. Then it's settled. Of course, if something happens and I'm not able to attend, I'm leaving all of the logistics of organizing this reunion to you, Professor.
Ich? Warum? Genau, du musst kommen.
It's true. I'm sure being a king will keep you busy, but it's a bit early to be backing out of your own plans, don't you think?
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. You have my word. I will return as well. Count on it.
Gut so. Miau. Naira stellt dir am Mittwoch eine Fire Emblem Klausur, also pass gut auf. Ja! Was? Ich kann doch nicht tanzen.
Running away?
Ja, wegrennen ist eine gute Idee.
I understand. You hardly had the time to breathe in there. It must be hard to be the favorite teacher at the ball. Poor Professor.
Lacht sie mich gerade aus? Ich bin nicht bei allen beliebt. Ja, es ist schwer. Bin ich bei allen beliebt?
Was that a joke? I find it hard to tell with you. Just think of all the students begging you to dance.
Ja, der nächste.
Professor, what are you doing here?
Willst du nicht mit Edelgard tanzen? Willst du nicht mit Klo tanzen? Oh, willst du nicht mit Klo tanzen?
No, I should think not.
Okay.
As a child, Edelgard taught me how to dance. It was a bit awkward, honestly.
Ja, die waren ja irgendwie zusammen groß geworden oder so.
I've told you before that we're siblings by marriage, haven't I?
Mhm.
Her birth mother was my stepmother, although I didn't know that at the time. My stepmother treated me with such kindness, just as though I were her own flesh and blood. And yet she never so much as hinted that she had her own child, Edelgard. We were born and raised in different territories, without ever knowing the other even existed. Yet, against all odds, for just over a year, we became childhood friends.
Befreundet, nicht Geschwister? Befreundet?
Indeed. Unaware of each other's stations or backgrounds, we met and became incredibly close. This was when she and Lord Arundel were living in the kingdom.
Warum lebten sie im Königreich?
They were in exile. This was a time of great turmoil within the empire. I ran into her when visiting Lord Arundel's residence with my father. She seemed quite bored with everything. At first, I found her to be difficult and stubborn. But that facade quickly fell away, revealing her true self beneath. That's around the time when she taught me how to dance. Her instruction was, oh, let's call it strict, to put it nicely.
You're supposed to lead with your right.
Oh, the sun's going down. I really
really ought to be heading home. That 1 year before she had to return to the Empire was so much fun. The time of my life in many ways. It's kind of pathetic to think about it all these years later. But can you guess what I gave her as a parting gift?
Keine Ahnung. Blumen, ein Buch, ein Dolch. Keine Ahnung. Stimmt, keine Blumen. Das wäre zu einfach. Und
No, that makes too much sense. Actually,
Mist, das war doch der Dolch.
dagger. You should have seen the look on her face. In Fargus, we've long considered blades as tools of destiny, as a way to cut a path to a better future. She was being dragged all over, unable to live the life she wanted. I thought the dagger could help her cut a path to the future she dreamed of. However, that was many years ago. I'm sure she's forgotten all about the boy I was back then.
wenigstens sagst du mit den Blumen richtig. Immerhin, ja. Es ist nicht zu spät, um an alte Zeiten anzuknüpfen.
I'm afraid it's far too late for that. Things are different now. She's different. I'm different. Anyway, I'm feeling a bit out of place here. Festivities like this don't suit me.
Nee.
Professor, will you join me for a bit? You must be getting a bit tired of the ball by now.
Ja. Eine Auszeit vor Ball klingt gut.
It's quiet here, isn't it, Professor?
Hm.
That reminds me. Do you know the legend associated with the Goddess Tower?
Ich glaube, irgendein Student hat uns das erzählt. Ich habe davon gehört.
Is that right? You don't strike me as the sort to enjoy
Mir
stories.
wurde es einfach gesagt. Ich kann nichts dafür. Mir wurde es aufgedrückt.
They say that wishes made in this tower will come true. I wonder who came up with such a silly notion.
Du glaubst nicht daran?
Legends are legends, nothing more. I doubt there are many who really believe that wishes can be granted. The goddess just watches over us from above. That is all. No matter how hard someone begs to be saved, she would never so much as offer her hand. And even if she did, we lack the means to reach out and grasp it. That's how I feel about her. In any case, I suppose there's no harm in passing the time with silly legends. What do you say, Professor? Care to make the art here on the night of the ball? Why don't you try wishing for something?
Okay.
A wish of my own. I suppose my wish is for a world in which no one would ever be unjustly taken from us. Or something along those lines.
Das ist ein großer Wunsch. Ich werde dasselbe wünschen. Also, es klingt nicht schlecht oder so.
Thank you, Professor. Although, at a time like this, perhaps it would make more sense for me to wish that we'll be together forever. What do you think?
Was?
Well now, Professor, you must admit I've improved in the art of joke-telling.
Was? Das klang nicht wie ein Witz.
I'm sorry. I guess that was rather thoughtless of me. Honestly, I do regret saying such a thing. Please, think nothing of it. I've blurted out irresponsible things like that to my classmates. Promises that we'll see each other again and the like. I have no business making such promises for the future. There are certain things that I must accomplish, even if it means risking my life. I may not even have a future to promise to someone. We should head back soon. It's rude of me to keep you all to myself. Shall we, Professor?
Na gut, auf zurück zum Ball. Schon wieder tanzen.